welcome back to Bits of an Artist's Life. I have got so much stuff here to show you guys today, so let's just jump right into it. I went ahead and unboxed everything. This is a couple weeks worth of stuff collected, and we'll go as usual from least exciting to most exciting. First thing I wanted to show you guys, I restocked on these little storage cups. I love these things and I use them a lot. Here's just the size of one. They're half a fluid ounce. They're perfect size for like travel stuff. So this is my flash paint collection. They just really are nice to put in like a small tin. My white I always put in a bigger container. Usually I'll save like lotion bottles or something and use that. But I wanted another set like this small set that fit in a really small tin about the size of my hand for my LIQUITEX soft body acrylics, or maybe even anything else that I would want to use. So I got 2 bags of those. I like these little pop tops. They're not the easiest to get off, but sometimes they sell ones like this that do have a screw top, but I find that these don't seal as well. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not cranking down on them. These are easier to get open than these. Also got They had 2 of these. This looked like a nice size also. Now that I've opened them, I'm kind of bummed. I hate these that don't separate. They're all linked together. Oh, they do separate. Here I was complaining and they do. Oh, but they do pop together. That could be nice too. This is a little bit bigger bottle that kind of looks like that could fall over easily. Is that gonna fall over easily? I don't know. But I do like a nice big wide mouth so I can get my brush in there easily. They only had 2 of these, so I bought all they had. I sound like my mom. Growing up, she was always saying stuff like that. I bought all they had. She liked something. So I was totally out of my smaller containers, so I'm glad I've got options now. Then I also got a few of these little bitty spray mister bottles because I bought some. Actually, I just looked it up the other day. The one that I bought was actually quite expensive, and I thought I had 2 of them, but I gave one to my niece, and I think I only bought one, so I gave her all that I had, and then these are really cheap. The one I gave her is really nice. So I hope these work well. I would like to have these for my walks or even just camping trips, something smaller to put in my bag instead of this big honking thing. I had also bought a couple that are a little bigger just in case these weren't good. I bought some that are Holbein and they're misters. I'm hoping that no, this just says spray bottle. I thought I bought the mist kind. I think the description said that this did a nice like mist, so we'll see. Now I am fully stocked on small water bottles, so I feel prepared. I feel like I need to make room, so I'm gonna scoot that stuff out. I got a restock of my emerald green in the soft body LIQUITEX. I'm trying several other greens from LIQUITEX, but I am finding I do like this as a green. I never use it just straight out of the bottle, but I have found this as a good green. So restock of that. Then one of you guys, Mary Beth, was garage sale shopping and came across this fabric, and she said it made her think of me. She put a little sticker that said enjoy. Oh, that was so nice. I do love the pattern. I think it's super fun. It's kind of Victorian looking. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So that was super sweet of her. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to throwing that on one of my still life tables. And it's a pretty good size piece of fabric. So yeah, very excited to receive that. Thank you, Mary Beth. Let's see, this right here. When I was at Hobby Lobby, I could not resist this cute little vase. I thought this would be perfect on one of my still lifes. I love just the simple shape. I liked the color, and I think it has nice reflections too because of the shape. Can we just imagine that? Fun little purchase, and I only paid $5.99. I think it was on sale. All right, let's do these books next. I got 2 more art books that I'm quite excited about. I've had these 2 art books for a couple weeks. This is the only one that I've started actually like reading. I do think I paid too much for this book. It has some great pictures in it. I've not really studied this artist before, but I'm hot diggity like over the moon over some of the paintings in here. I wish there were more. There's a lot of writing. I mean, look at this. One of the reasons I got him, let's see, who put me on to him? Oh, poop, I can't remember her name. I just took a class from her. Come on, brain. Can't remember. Anyways, she put me on to him because of pattern, and I was like, yes, I need to get a book or two of his. I mean, look at all the use of pattern, and then what he does is flat surfaces are what draw your eye because there's pattern everywhere. Oh wait, let me show you this one painting. Okay, I mean, look at this use of pattern. Whew. I also like his color choices. Yeah, I'm just excited about kind of studying. There's a lot of reading though, and I don't know if I'm loving the writing, but it's going to be a great addition to my collection, even though I feel like I paid too much for it, but sometimes you splurge. And then I also got this book. This is a honker. Both of these are used. I bought both of these used. Oh, wait. Let me show you this. I knew I was going to forget to show you this from this book. I love when books do this, that the cover is like a surprise. Isn't that cool? So I love that. I mean, I like the paper cover best, but I thought that was a lot of fun. So I wanted to show you that little surprise. And then this book. This looks really promising. It has a lot of pictures and some writing. But I cannot wait to just take my time with this. Yeah, it's going to be good. This feels more worth what I paid. I can't remember really what I paid for either one of these. I just know I kind of splurged. So, yeah, I think lots of inspiration is going to come from this. All right, so those were my two art books. I've definitely been into collecting and like just growing my collection of books that I'm interested in now, an artist. Okay, but this is the bad boy that I am excited to get into. This came today. I decided to just go for it and splurge for the big set, the 96. I never do that. I've never even used one of these. Usually I would buy one or two and try it. Nope, not this time, people. Just going for the whole thing. I just thought, why not? Because I did a lot of research. I love my Sennelier oil pastels, but they're very squishy. And I also love these really cheap pastels. I love them. They are really great. And if you're looking for a set, I would highly recommend these. These are completely different though than the Sennelier. I think I'm saying that right. I always butcher that word, Sennelier pastels. These are much firmer. And the research that I did is that these are going to be in the middle, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I want something in the middle of those two. These also will not melt in the sun. When I read that, I was like, yep, I'm gonna purchase them. So I thought this would be good for plein air stuff that I'm doing, painting outdoors, and I just thought, let's go for it. So let's open and see what this looks like. Oh, the beauty. It's a nice case. I thought it was going to be a tin case. I was a little disappointed that it was not tin, like my Neocolor water-soluble ones from Caran d'Ache, but I do think maybe this is lighter. I don't know. I'm not real sure, and who knows if I'll end up keeping these in here. Wow, look at all the beauty. Woo-hoo-hoo. And there's 2 layers. It did feel like for 96 that this doesn't feel like 96. I literally counted 3 times with my calculator, like I multiplied, because I thought, do y'all remember when I got my Neocolors and there was a whole level that I missed for like a month? So I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing a level. It's a great set. I'm super excited about trying them. I mean, I can barely wait. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put them in a color-coded way that I like, because sometimes there are greens or even some golds that look yellow. And I want them like these. Look, this is over here in the green. I'm excited about these 2 colors right here. But right now, in person, to me, these 2 look yellow. Now, they may look yellow-green, but I would use these as yellow, also as green. I do tend to use like this kind of color for yellow, so like a lemon, and a lot of times I use yellows for greens. I know that's kind of weird, but I'm going to put them in the order that I want to put them in, and then I'm going to color swatch. Looks like a great range of some neutrals. Yeah, it just looks like a really great range. So I'm going to put them in a new order, color swatch them, and then let me show you what I'm gonna do. I've got this painting I did yesterday out at our pond that is fine, like it was really fun to do, but this definitely needs more work. And I meant to take my oil pastels, these oil pastels, out with me, and I forgot them. Actually, I forgot a bunch of stuff, and the third trip back I was like, if I need something else, I'm gonna come in for the day. So I thought I'll get this to this area, and then now I want to play with the pastels on top of this, and then lo and behold, these came perfect. So now I'm going to play around with these. This is just on paper. If you're wondering about all these, I've just got it clipped to a board. Okay, I don't know that y'all are going to care one bit, but here's my new color setup. I put the things that I consider whites, or that I would use as whites first, and move to the color thing. I'm going to try not to be too, you know, uptight about this. Things will kind of get, I really want these to be like working and not really worry about them all being in the right order. So I'm not going to do like a color chart that has everybody in the right order and all of that. But I do want to swatch everything. I mean, I was kind of swatching things right here to get an idea of what the color was exactly, because there's a little bit of a film on them. I don't know, maybe I'm just going to forget the color swatching and get straight into working on my painting. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll color swatch another time. Heck. Of course, then I'll get them dirty. What should I do? I think I'm going to just jump into it. I'm going to do what I've never done before. I'm going to just go for it. You guys know I've been super into pattern lately, so I have been purchasing fabric, and I've been purchasing it from all different places. I'm pretty excited about seeing what these look like in person. Oh wait, is this fabric? Maybe this is something. Okay, this is hysterical. This is not fabric. This is something I ordered forever ago, and this is not the size of what I thought I was getting. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I thought this was going to be like 3 times the size. It's fake grapes. They were not cheap. Okay. And they're like falling apart. Wow. Okay. Well, this is a bummer. This was not worth what I paid. I mean, it's even already fallen apart. Okay, well that's pathetic. But maybe they'll serve some purpose. I mean, it's like, I mean, maybe that's, well, that's like the size of like one part of a grape. Anyways, well, wonder if that was supposed to have leaves all on it too. I don't know. That's weird. It's so dusty too, and like dirty. Weird. Okay, well, grapes that I was not expecting to get. Now I do know this is fabric. Oh, are you kidding? Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so much fun. Let's put the grapes aside. Oh, this just feels like so inspiring. I cannot wait. Okay, let's get into these babies. I have, I think, 3 more fabrics from different places coming, but this was my biggest order. I can tell I'm going to be having to like probably sew the edges a little bit, but let's go through. Ooh, there's a bunch here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I got so many. I mean, here we go. Inspiration for miles. Here we go. Inspiration for miles. Let's try to do it in like a pretty way. I mean, how about this one? This is yellow striped, but then that's like a canvas color. Ooh, how can we do this? Ooh, I did get kind of, what would you call this? Like checkered basically, but this is a bigger and kind of more of a carmine red, and then this is smaller, and this is like an orangey red. I love this. And then when I'm painting it, if I want it to be bigger, I mean, you're not stuck with whatever the pattern is. I mean, these are for me just inspiration. So like I may use this pattern, but use blues. That's kind of how I do things. Okay, I loved the geometric shape of this one. Then this is a really fun stripe. Ooh, and it's got some gold. I really like this. That's fun. And then lastly, hello. How about this green? It's like a hunter green with like a lighter green. Wow. Beautimus. Okay, does that look pretty in the shot? Let's do it like this. How should we do it? Like that for you guys? And then we got the grapes, the pathetic. I'm gonna have to go look up, see how much I paid for these. It's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. But there we go. and you're going to see these like popping up like crazy in my paintings. I'm super excited about this. This makes me so happy. So many of them make me so happy. In fact, I've got a painting going right now, and I'm going to go change out some of the fabric because I haven't started painting the fabric in yet. Yes. Sometimes I'll just put a little mark to see if that's the color I want. Well, that was super fun, and I could not be happier with how that turned out. I mean, it took like a not very great painting, or could we even say bad painting? And I feel like, I mean, I love this. I love how it turned out so much. Okay, here's what I did. I had my Edward Bulliard book beside me because I wanted to be inspired by the patterns, remind myself what I'm trying to do. I will tell you what, these oil pastels they're soft. They are closer to Cinelet than the cheaper wax ones. I'm really happy with them. They layer great. They're super buttery smooth. I mean, I'm like, yes, hello. I'm glad that I got that whole set because they're really wonderful. It's a really nice range of colors too. I've been doing several others also that I'll show you quickly. I did this one in the same way where I did an underpainting that was actually not very good, and then I brought it back in and added oil pastels to it. And I like the other one better, but this does have a nice quality about it. All right, I made a little color chart. I've been doing that with my collections and putting them up here so that way I've got a quick visual. I haven't found that I've used them. I probably will one day. So here's my little color chart. That was fun to do. Gorgeous colors. I was glad I did this because there were some that, you know, just as I concentrated on making these little marks, I was like, hello. Like, hello to 493. Lots of really nice blues. And then I also made, there's Finn taking a nap on my chair. That's where I was supposed to be sitting and doing this, but somebody took over. I made a small one and laminated it, pulled out my laminating machine and did this so I can put it in the box. I think that will be helpful for out and about, to be able to have a quick glance. And the reason I do these, even if I'm not referring to these like when I'm painting, I find that, let's go over to the box. Actually, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me show you these. This will be a good visual. Just wait for it. Wait for it. You'll see what I mean. I feel like pastels get very messy. Oh, am I bothering you? Did I wake you from your sweet nap? Okay, look how messy they get. So the numbers and the name get all gunked over. And this way, if I have a little smidgen left, like when I get down to like this, I can just test it on a piece of paper and then match it up to the color chart. So I found that that worked well. And you can see here, Finn's feeling very disturbed. Oh, what's that, Mom? Oh, does that taste good, bud? I did these on black and white paper. Ooh, aren't they pretty on black paper? So pretty. There's my messy box of, what brand is this? Cinelet. I am finding as I'm playing around with these versus my new Caran d'Ache, man alive, they're similar. I mean, the Neopastels are barely less soft. They're both just really soft. These are softer, so I am leaning towards the Neopastels as a new favorite. I did a really quick sketch using one of my other sketches as inspiration, and I ended up getting both color charts out. I definitely don't care for this one that's shiny. It doesn't give me the real idea of the color, but it'll be great for like out and about. And this is what I did. It was really fun. I'm definitely not an expert at these and don't feel like I produce like amazing work or anything, but they're really fun. I mean, you cannot not feel like a kid when you're using these. I mean, it's really just, you know, high quality, fancy schmancy crayons. So that was fun. Alright, let me show you what I've got going on here. I've been playing some more with my Neopastels. Loving them, by the way. I'm figuring them out more and more. I decided to pull up some of Iris Murphy's paintings. I'm really inspired by his landscapes. And I did 2 small ones just inspired by his work. And I documented that. I'll always write if there's something that was inspired by somebody else. And then I did these 2 thinking about Iris Murphy's work, but inspired by my own backyard and kind of thinking about his color palette. And I love how these turned out. Guys, okay, let me just start with this first. I am taking all the wrappers off of my pastels. I'm finding a couple things. So not only am I taking the covers off, once they've been used a little bit, I'm breaking them. The reason you have to wait until they've been used a little bit is because if you break them before they've been used at all, they don't fit back in the little slot very easily. I'm wondering if that freaks you out a little. I started doing this with my Neocolor 2. These are pastels. The Neocolor 2s are water soluble. And I just found that having something small, I just get in there, I can use the whole side. I can see the colors so much better. The wrappers, though they're good, they don't have the accurate color, and this just takes any pressure off. Oh, these are nice and fancy and expensive, and just gives me something to work with. Now let me show you the difference. Move this out of the way. I'm not finished with the other side of my pastels, so I want you to see. Can you see clearly just how much easier these are to be able to just see the color? Because what's great about these pastels is like the color that you see is the color that's going down. Now they will get mucky because your hands get really dirty when you're working with oil pastels. So they will get mucked up, but I'm okay with that. I like some dirt on there because I like when that transfers. That just adds some unexpected color. To me, this is night and day. The other thing, the reason I'm breaking them is because there is just something easy to grab. I may even split this set since I'm breaking them and have one on our camper or even just in a little travel set. See, this little guy doesn't want to go in there because he's not been used that much. And you have to like line them up perfectly. Oh, okay. The other thing is these things layer up like no other pastels that I've used. My cheap ones, my expensive Senneliers, my Neocolor 2. Now the Neocolor 2, if you wet them and then let them dry, you can layer and layer. But these layer in a smushy, they're not so smushy. My Sennelier, they just get too thick and it's like soft butter. They're nice, but these have the perfect consistency and they just layer. It's like they want to be together. They're just fine smushing up against one another. And what that allows me to do is play with the value. That's one of the things I have a hard time sometimes with material that you can't layer very well. I think that's why I always go back to paint, is because I do struggle with value sometimes, and I'm more of a color person. And so I can make a dark lighter or a light darker with these a little easier, or way easier than anything else. So these are definitely my new pastels. I love them, and the colors. And I love that I got the whole set. I'm so glad I got the whole set. I would have been so bummed if I didn't, because now I know all the choices, and it will be visual of what I'm running low in because they'll get smaller and smaller. Yeah. So, okay, and I showed y'all these, yeah. And one of the things that I'm loving with these Can you see there's probably 7 different layers right here, and then you get wonderful marks, but you also get some of the colors left over. I feel like that's just priceless. I definitely want to be approaching this landscape a little like this, simpler. What will be wonderful about this is I'm going to be using colors that I normally wouldn't use. I mean, these are not natural landscape colors. And then I can make paintings from these and use all of these little bits of weird color that come through and translate that in my painting and the marks and all that. So yeah, I could not be happier with these things. Tell me what you think about, does this freak you out, taking the covers off? But hello, can't you see like what a great idea that is? Those colors. You almost want to eat them, but I won't. And look, here's my little, I was using this fun little dish to collect my little papers. Don't they look like little candy papers? That's pretty fun. I don't know if I can throw that away yet. Maybe we'll just keep this on the desk for a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty. Grady's gonna be like shaking his head. I am headed to the Goodwill store, and a Goodwill store I've not been to before, so that feels extra exciting. So I've been wanting to go to either Goodwill or some other just really cheap shops to look for some winter painting clothes. So that's what I'm going to go do. Hopefully find some goodies. I'm kind of thinking of things like, I'm driving on my road, which is dead end. If you're wondering why I'm videoing and driving, that's why, because there's no traffic. I'm kind of been thinking I would like either some dresses, some kind of warmish that I can layer, and also some like comfy, loose wool sweaters. I have clothes that I could use, but they're a little tighter than I want. I really want some good, comfy, baggy, layering kind of clothes. And of course, I'm also going to look at stuff for a still life setup, because you can't go to Goodwill and not look for things for still life setup. Hello. Okay, I'm going to focus on driving now, and I will show you if I find anything good. Let's hope so. Okay. I wanted to show you guys what I got at the thrift store at Goodwill. The first shopping spree, I did not find any cute dresses, but today I went and I had the jackpot. I mean, I bought so many that I had to put some back because I was like, I cannot buy 50 million dresses. All right, so let me show you about what I got from the first thrift store outing. It's not as exciting. The first thing I got was this wool sweater, and you can see I've already been painting it. It was choky and extremely itchy, so I was like, I gotta chop this thing off. I'm not very good about if I'm going to chop and sew something. I take Zippo like 0 time to measure. I just, because of that, it got a little weird, but I didn't really care. I was just gonna be layering, and then I cut so much that it was literally like this. It would not even stay on. So then I had to take parts of what I cut off and sew them back on. I actually like the back a little better. Anyways, very homeless person looking, but I love it. It's very comfortable and it's proven warm. So that gray sweater that I bought, I thought I'd fix the shoulders. It was still a little annoying because it would come off my shoulders some if I wore a shirt underneath that was slippery. So I thought I'll just do some more patching. I was thinking I've got some socks of Grady's that are really good. They're wool, but they had some holes in them. So I save all that stuff. So I thought, well, I'll patch it with his socks. Now, because it was here, it was very hard to like try to pin and get it accurate. So I thought I had it pretty good. Took forever to hand sew it, and I forgot to try it on. So then I went to put it on one day. I want to show you. Okay, wait, let me just try it on for you, because it's quite comical. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for this. I'm sure you're getting the point that I'm going to have to redo this. Wait, let me go off camera and I'll come back. Look, I mean, these are literally standing straight up. What? I mean, do you see that? Do you have a good angle? So obviously it's not helping at all. It took forever to sew that. So I guess I'll be taking these socks off. Fixing it. Anyways, I've been missing this because I really like this sweater. I wear it a lot. Okay, so anyways, I just thought I'd update you on that little mishap. I'm an artist, not a sewer, right? The other sweater I found in the men's section, and it's perfect. It feels really nice, and it's super long because it's a man's. So it goes way down, and it's a men's big and tall. So yes, the arms are super long, but I just roll them up. Makes really cute big cuffs. And because it's so long, it covers my high knee, and I just have loved it. I haven't got any paint on this one yet though, but it's basically a dress now, and I love it. So I've been wearing that a lot. It's not even gotten really cold yet, and I've been wearing these. It's nice for layering. I like to wear like a really loose, comfy dress and some leggings and layer this kind of stuff up. Then I found 3 leggings. One, I like these teal ones. They've got a lot of pockets. I have washed these things 500 million times, and I cannot get the laundry smell out of them. I've soaked them in all kinds of stuff, including vinegar. I'm gonna just have to keep washing them. I can't wear them. I have bad allergies, and the laundry smell. In fact, I'm gonna throw those over on the floor so I don't have to smell them. And I found some red ones and some green ones. Ooh. I just saw I do have paint on my blue sweater. Okay, but today's finds. I can't wait to get them washed. I don't have to wash them 50 million times to get smells out, but let me show you. They're all, no, I was gonna say they're all dresses. I found one skirt, but let me show you. Just think, I was looking for pattern. I'm thinking about big. What's great is I get to look in like the large and extra large and even XXL large because I want something big and baggy. And even cheap fabric is great because cheap fabric is a lot of times doesn't breathe and it's really warm. So. Okay, so I found this dress. It's really heavy, and I can tell that it's kind of cheap fabric, so it's gonna be warm, but I love the pattern. So here's this. Let me see. So like today, I have a skirt on, a t-shirt, and then this. So I just kind of that and some leggings. So look at this pattern though. It's like feathers. Super cute. I mean, I may wear this in like real life because it's so cute. Okay. This next one, I'm doing all the buttons on it so it'll hang right, but this is an extra large. Ooh, this one's got a strong smell. This one's gonna be washed 50 million times. Okay, first let me show you the pattern. Look how cute. And then it's really long. It's kind of like just a super long shirt. But once you put like a sweater or a shirt over it, kind of cinches it in. I thought that was super cute. I found this, which will be great for summer, actually for any time of the year. Again, layering. Okay, look at that. It's got this cute little stripe at the bottom, and it's super big. This may be an extra large too, I don't know. It looks like maybe it was handmade. There's no tag, but super cute. That'll be cute layered. Okay, then I found this skirt. What sold me on it was the pockets. I liked the length. I liked the fabric. It's kind of like jersey or something. Kind of like a really nice sweatshirt. It's from Milan's and, oh, it's cotton, 100% cotton. Okay, so here it is. And it goes, can you even see? I think it's gonna fit perfect, but here's what cracked me up. It's already got stuff on it. Can you see? I don't know if that's paint or body fluids, but I was like, it's perfect painting dress because it's already messed up, or painting skirt, but it's definitely gonna get washed a lot. I'm surprised I'm even touching it because it's definitely got funky monkey on it. Okay, now let me show you the very first thing that I found that I was like, cha-ching, jackpot. Grady, I think, was even impressed. He was like, that was probably really expensive. It's very vintage. Are you ready for it? Y'all are gonna be like, I know my mom's gonna be like, oh boy. It's super long. It's like squishy warm, and it's big. How cute is that gonna be? And it says like, what does that say? 1979. I don't know, but I think it's so stinking cute. And how much did I pay for that? I paid a big $8, $7.99. That was probably the most expensive thing that I bought. What do y'all think about that as far as an art haul? It's not really an art haul, but So I spent $30 for all of this. Hopefully it'll all fit, and I can't wait to try it all on, but I have to wash everything a lot, multiple times. In fact, I'm gonna go get that process started. So just thought I would show you guys. All right, well, with all that ridiculousness of sewing and lots of art supplies, I hope you enjoyed this week. It was a fun video to do with just packed with art supplies and art stuff. I want to remind you, if you missed last week's video, it is all about a spring online workshop that I'm going to be doing. I left out a very important bit of information in that video. The important information that I left out was the fact that that online workshop will be recorded. So it does not matter what time zone, I was going to say time frame, time zone you're in, or if it's too early for you, it's going to be recorded. And if my memory serves me correct, which we usually know that we can't rely on my memory, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 month you have to watch that workshop. So I hope that helps and is not limiting. The sign up time for the class started December 1st. If it is full, Emily is going to be taking an overflow list, and if there's enough people, we'll do a second workshop. So go check that video out if you're interested. I'll put the links down below for the school and all of that in case you're interested in the online spring workshop. I feel like a mouthful. All right, guys, that is it for this week. As always, I will see you back here next week. Bye, guys. I guess maybe I'll go fix this. Maybe I'll look more normal next time we see one another. Y'all probably know that's not the case. You're like, you've never looked normal. That's okay. All right. That's why y'all love me. I'll see you next week.